because like, I've seen like people crying because they haven't made it to that fine. Like, how important is it to them? Is it like, is there a jackpot of money? Is it the title itself? What does it come with that makes these girls like, starve themselves to get the right body, jog, like, just try and improve on their just intellect and all this? What makes these girls hungry for this title? What does it come with? Because I want to know why would somebody come all the way from like Nyeri or Kisumu or Western and actually come and try out for this title?
That is an interesting question, and considering we haven't had a lot to give besides the title and the opportunity to represent the country, but still we've had an overwhelming number of girls very interested. So I wish I could really speak into what you'd have to get, and you've spoken to some of these beauty queens, past beauty queens, you'd have to really talk to them about their motivation. But I think it's just the idea of being able to, I think pageants among young girls, just like it was for me when I was growing up, I would see these girls on stage representing their country, and I wished that, it would be me one day, right? And I think that, and I, growing up, and of course that I forgot all about that, I moved on with my life. But when I think back to how I was and I imagine these girls right now, I think it's the same thing for them, right? The motivation is just seeing yourself at such a huge international stage, and all eyes are on you at that point. You are out there, the people who are concerned are focusing on you, and I think that is the key motivation for these girls, because it certainly was for me. I just wanted to be on a big international platform, modeling, doing my thing, and doing something that I loved at the time. So in as much as for now we don't have this big reward money that we offer, we don't have a car to give, they don't
get like 500,000 every month, 500,000 Kenyan shillings every month.
No, they don't. I wish they did. They did. They will.
But I'm guessing, like, if you have something going on as a model, like you have other things going on, projects that you're passionate with, it's a really nice platform that might skyrocket to so many different levels, like, even if you're not anticipating it, they might just actually start.
Absolutely. And in this country, pageantry and modeling sort of like crisscross somewhere, there is really no dissection between the two. If you're a model, you can do both. I mean, why not? So winning this big title is just something to add onto your portfolio as a model. Right? So I think that is also a very big motivation for some of them.
Because I'm thinking, like, during like the reign of like Akina Emato, if I'm not mistaken, I think the rewards were a bit like more, like, I think like the first, but like the winner used to get like, I think maybe a car or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to remember. I'm not sure whether I'm quite right about this, but they used to get like, you get like a big check of a certain amount, you get a car, you get like, a trip to wherever, and then there were so many other things. So what made that change? And because I'm thinking like the more we advance, in the digital age, and I'm just assuming like a lot of people would expect it to have more. How comes it slowed down? Do you think people don't appreciate it more as much as they used to?
Well,
because even nowadays, I heard there's like Miss Mandazi or something. I was shocked.
There?
Yes. You haven't heard of anything like that?
No.
You don't think it exists? Do you think I'm joking, or do you think I'm serious?
I think you're joking, of course.
I am very serious.
Oh, yeah?
There is Miss Mandazi. I'll bring her to the podcast by the way.
Please, like, do it. So what is this? What is Miss Mandazi?
I don't know if she can eat like lots of mandazis or what was the whole point, but I was just shocked. But I'll definitely like bring her out and have a I would want to know about.
Absolutely, right.
But you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's so many pageantry right now and everything.
Yeah.
So but I'm just saying. like even from like your auditions, I'm sure like so many of the girls that show up, you'd hear like, even though they don't qualify, you hear like this person has a title somewhere, this person has a title somewhere. Like over 130 people, like they all have titles. So when they come there, they're like, yo, what do you mean I haven't qualified? But I'm Miss whatever from where I come from.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's
Well, for Miss Universe,
do you need some sugar for that?
let me taste it. It's perfect.
You're good? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Miss Universe really had not been in the pageant market for a very long time. So coming back in 2016, it was literally like from the ground up.
From the scratch now.
From the ground up. Like imagine like 5 years of nothing. Well, in 2014, they had it, which is when Gigi was crowned in 2014. But I wasn't involved then.
You're not involved?
No. I think she told you the story of how she got crowned that night.
She said, first of all, that you never supported what she was doing.
100%.
I know how people can be hypocrites, and here she is right now as one of the directors of Miss Universe, and you didn't want her to.
She did not do it the right way.
What's the right way?
She explained it on the podcast. She lied, she missed school, she was not honest about what she was doing, because I support my sisters, whatever they want to do. Like, you're doing this, I'm 100% behind you, but talk to me. Be honest about it, and let's see how we can work. Would you understand? I would. 100%.
Because here's this young girl.
100%.
Here's this young girl.
Yeah.
First of all, she's saying she wasn't even 18 when she started, and you guys didn't know. Here's this young girl who'll be going on this runway.
Yeah.
And she'll be exposed to this, that's for her. She'll be exposed to all these people.
Yeah.
And she'll be there walking like in a bikini. There are guys screaming, and you're like, oh no, this is my baby sister. No,
it wasn't even about that actually, because we've never been conservative as a family. We didn't grow up like super conservative.
Really?
And whatnot. No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
That explains how it turned out. No, I'm joking.
So it wasn't really a big deal. When she told us about it, we were not thinking about swimsuits, whatnot. No, that did not even cross our minds. She was just this young girl who was supposed to be in school, and was missing school to do all these other things on the side without telling anyone. So that is what we took issue with. But as soon as she won, we became her number one.
Now we're supporting. We're supporting.
Yes.
But I think that explains how, some people, it's not like the right thing to do, to actually be a rebel and go out there to this this whole different world that you're not even sure what's going to turn out to be.
Right.
But at times you just have to go with that gut feeling, if you have it, and just try something.
And I'm glad she did.
And prove other people wrong, and actually encourage them to join that movement.
You did prove us wrong, Gigi.
And even a career path out of it.
Yeah, because during her year, we were almost like managing her, and then within that we just saw this great opportunity to turn this into something really cool. And I wasn't sure we could do it. I'd never done it before, but I'd been interested in pageants, and it's so funny because I always thought I'd be on stage, but I ended up where I belong, on the back banner running everything. So I'm really glad how it all turned out, and it just goes to show that this is how the story was supposed to be, and I wouldn't change a single thing about it.
Okay, shout outs to Gigi, of course. So, as I was saying, just in general, I don't. It's been a whole different journey, because it had taken a break, and I think back then, even when she got crowned, I think Donald Trump owned the whole Miss Universe.
Yes, that was his last year, I think, or the year after.
He sold it off after that, right? Very interesting. So we're still talking about everything that comes with Miss Universe. What kind of qualities